So the first two Despicable Me movies were pretty much awesome. Is the third time going to be just as good? Kind of. So Despicable Me 3 is your animated action adventure comedy for 2017, and we've got Steve Carell back again being the enigmatic Gru. Now, quick spoiler, I don't think it's a spoiler. If you've seen the trailer, and it happens very early on in the movie, you're going to see that not only is Steve Carell playing Gru, he's also playing his twin brother as well. And this gives us a big part of this new romp. We've got all of the gang backs, we've got the minions, we've got the kids, we've got everybody, we've got a new villain, Balthazar, and he is really good. There's this ridiculous 80s vibe going on, which really suits the colour and the music and the kind of, I don't know, kind of energy of the movie. Really, this is an absolute brilliantly fun type family movie. I took my kids to see this and they loved it. It was fantastic fun. We're all there getting entertained. We're all giggling at the right moments. There were a few interesting things. I think a lot of people think, oh, it's going to be, you know, like a heist type movie. But really, Despicable Me movies are family movies. The villainy is just kind of a plot device to talk about family. And that's really what Despicable Me 3 is. It does a really interesting job where you've now got kind of, you know, Gru's got married and his wife, obviously following on from the second movie, is now discovering what it is to be a mum to the kids, whilst Gru is dealing with his new or newly found or refound twin brother, and you've got all the other kind of little subplots, and the minions are off kind of doing their thing as well. If there was a criticism of this film, it would be that there is quite a lot going on. So there is a big section with the minions. There is a decent section about finding a unicorn. Yeah, you just got to watch it and roll with that. And there is the mum part and the brother part and various other parts, and it's not much of a criticism, but it is fair to say there was quite a lot going on, and maybe because there was quite a lot going on, it didn't have quite a focused as feel as the other two. I think the other two didn't have as much going on, so what they did have going on, I think they did a smidge better. But I found myself laughing out loud in this movie. The kids were laughing out loud in the movie. Other people's kids were laughing out loud in this movie. Everybody's having a good time. I mean, when you think about what it cost, the budget, $75 million budget movie, I've seen budgets and movies with much bigger budgets than that cause a lot less laughs. So bang for your buck from a studio perspective, yeah, this is great. And it's going to be a massive success, and loads of kids are now going to be wanting new Despicable Me 3 lunch boxes and all that kind of jazz. So they'll make even more money out of all the junk that goes with movies these days. But if you're thinking, should I take my kids to the cinema to go and see this movie? Then absolutely you should. You as a parent will not be bored watching it. You will probably have good fun. Your kids will absolutely love this movie. They're going to be entertained. There's going to be stuff in the movie. Especially if you were there in the 80s, there'll be some good 80s references that you'll pick up on that your kids probably won't pick up on. And there'll be stuff that they'll be totally into as well. So there is that kind of duality in this movie where there's stuff for the parents, there's stuff for the kids, and there's stuff for everybody. And there's a nice overlay. And there's enough of it all that you're going to come out and you're going to think, yeah, that was fun. I enjoyed that. The kids will be bouncing. According to my daughter, this is a 5-star movie. Personally, for me, it wasn't quite as good as the first two. Now, the first two I thought were amazing. So the fact I think it does come very close is highly impressive. It's definitely, you know, a good film, but for me it's a 4-star movie. Nearly, but not quite, but still an absolutely enjoyable romp, highly recommended. Go and see it with your family, everyone's gonna have a good time. And with that, thanks for watching, I'll see you on the next one.